I assume you're aware that Greenland is indeed part of Denmark.
For now.
Okay. On January 21st of this year, in the president's speech in Davos, he said we, quote, never got anything from NATO. Mr. Secretary, do you share the president's assessment that we, quote, never got anything from NATO?
Well, I think what the president was speaking to at that moment, and was what I'll speak to you about now, is one of the reasons why I've been such a strong supporter of NATO is because they allow us to use these bases, because it allows us in a time of contingency, like the one in Germany and others. And for the first time, we see NATO countries denying us the use of their bases.
Do you share the president's assessment that we, quote, never got anything from NATO?
I share the president's assessment that on issues that are a priority to the United States...
I'll take that as you disagree with his assessment that we never got anything from NATO, because, Mr.
That's
Secretary, let me
your
reclaiming my time, Mr. Chairman.
well,
Mr. Secretary, you're not answering the question that I'm asking. Are you aware that the only time Article 5 has ever been invoked is after 9/11 in defense of the United States?
Of course I'm aware of that,
Okay.
yeah.
And are you aware that more than 1,000 Europeans died in the subsequent war on terror that was invoked after?
They participated in the Middle East, correct.
And I assume you're aware that the NATO ally that lost more service members per capita is Denmark?
Denmark, I thought it was that the UK had suffered more.
More per capita.
Okay, gotcha.
And I assume you're aware that Greenland is indeed part of Denmark.
For now.
Okay. I want to focus in on Greenland. I joined the bipartisan bicameral trip to Copenhagen as the administration that you're a part of sought to seize Greenland. In the president's speech at Davos, he said, referring to Greenland, quote, "You need ownership to defend it." Mr. Secretary, does the United States need to own land within NATO to defend it?
And the truth be told, we are actually involved in conversations with Greenland and Denmark on the use of Greenland for collective defense for all of us. It's a key part of missile defense, but we're involved in those talks right now. So I think we're in a good place on it now.
So sitting here with, I'm sure, many leaders across Europe within NATO and many leaders beyond, including Vladimir Putin, potentially watching the words and listening to the words that you are saying, can you reassure our NATO allies and make it clear to Vladimir Putin that if a NATO ally is attacked and Article 5 is invoked, that we will defend them?
The United States is still in the NATO alliance, and we'll be there in Turkey to talk about all these topics. The president himself will be attending the next NATO meeting of heads of state, where all these points will be made clear. We're still in NATO, but NATO needs significant changes, and the president has made that clear.
And
he's very disappointed in NATO.